Alright, it's the 23rd of October 2023. I'm just going to do a market review. I didn't trade today because I was in work all day, but I don't think I would have traded anyways. Right, we'll start with dollar daily. The reason I wouldn't have traded is because we're in between two PDRAs here. We're wicking off CE of that daily wick, this big one right here. Wanted to see us close above that last week to confirm we're going higher, but we continued to fail to do so, and then we have this bullish fair value gap in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks off the midpoint of that daily fair value gap, so it's not clear that we're going to come down to that sell side. So I wasn't going to really trade because dollar wasn't showing much here. However, if we look at euro dollar, see of this weekly wick, which is similar enough to see of that daily wick. Actually, let me put it like this. We failed to close below that, so it didn't confirm lower prices. But then we have now closed above this daily fair value gap. So if you're looking at this chart alone, I would expect higher prices come up and take either this short term internal buy side liquidity, which is just the previous week's high, or if we get really bullish, take this buy side up here. So I have this order block, I have the midpoint of it marked out because we've already tapped into, or we haven't already tapped into. Interesting. Haven't tapped into the body of that yet. This order block up here. So yeah, I probably could expect this high to be taken. And then GU. GU has been a lot heavier than the other two pairs last week because of a couple of news events. If we look at GU as well, failing to close below, see of that weekly fair value gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and then on Thursday we swept this sell side over here. We go down to 1 hour just so you can see it. These 1, 2, 3, those lows came into this fair value gap. You can see it's rejecting off the midpoint as well. And as well, if we look at this low on Friday, so Thursday sweeps the liquidity, right? And then this low on Friday comes down and it doesn't take this low because this low is already swept liquidity. So this chart looks very bullish. We also have this imbalance in here which is untouched. Have this 1, 2, 3, 4 stacked highs up here. Go down to the hourly as well to see this. Look at all these stacked highs, this low resistance liquidity up here, all these imbalances in here, and then I have the midpoint of that daily fair value gap marked out as well to see how it reacts off this. Right, so dollar I was unsure, and then both of these pairs do look pretty bullish, but I couldn't say for sure that this pair is, or dollar is bearish. So let's just fast forward the day. Yeah, big bearish day. I wouldn't have expected that on dollar, to be honest. If I was just looking at this chart alone, I probably would have said bullish prices or consolidation. But we do get down to this low, which is Thursday the 12th. It's actually the current monthly low. Just creating a new low of the month. Right. Euro dollar. It's the same day, we must sweep that as well. Yeah, we do sweep that. And we get quite a big bullish run. We go straight through that order block, so see how it reacts off the midpoint, see where it closes. I really would like to see it close below. And in GU, I'm assuming that this came up and swept this and came into this imbalance. Yeah, I'd also like this to close below. It's a nice big SMT formed. Is this the 12th? No. This is the 12th. It's a nice big SMT formed on dollar and euro now. I'll show you an example of where this happened before. If you look here, Tuesday 22nd of August and Wednesday 30th of August. So this is EU. Tuesday 22nd, Wednesday 30th, go to GU. Tuesday 22nd, Wednesday 30th. Just look at the similarities between that. See if I can find anything else similar in here. This order block, is there an order block here? No. Up here. What day was this on? Wednesday as well, and then we get two huge bullish days, bearish days following that. So let's see. I would really like to see this close below here and this close below here. Just take this off. Alright, let's get down. Oh, let me check actually on dollar on Tuesday the 22nd of August. So did dollar sweep it as well? Yeah, dollar did sweep it as well. So dollar and euro swept the liquidity while GU did not, once again. Right. Let's go to the hourly. Where does the day start? Right, day starts here. Let me show you something with I'll show it on the 15th. I'll show it on the 15th. So 2 AM London opens here. We get a little Judas swing coming up, sweeping these Asian highs of interest. Interesting. Look at this huge wick here. I didn't even notice this before. This huge wick and this fair value gap. Look where we close at 2 AM. Don't close above, don't close above, don't close above, don't close above. Get back into that fair value gap, continue to respect it, and then we distribute 2 AM to 5 AM. It's a London distribution. Get accumulation, and then 9 AM sweep these buy stops, we manipulate. We close below that daily fair value gap CE, close below again, close below, week off, and then distribute at 10 AM towards that sell side level. Right, let's go to the euro hourly. Where does the day start? There. Does the same thing. It doesn't look like a clear Judas swing, to be honest. If you looked at maybe the 5 minute, it would look like more of it, but because we have this big run, I can't zoom in enough to show kind of the size of this candle, but we do get that little Judas swing, sweep these Asian lows, and then start to distribute from 2 AM to 5 AM. Then we accumulate from 5 AM to 10 AM before we start to distribute. We create these relative equal highs. Decide when we come down here at 9 AM, down here, then we distribute through these equal highs and up to this buy side. nothing that interesting on this hourly chart. Let's go GU. This is that buy side of that stacked highs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Where does the day start? Right here. Okay. We don't get that strong Judas swing at 2 AM here. See how this 2 AM candle doesn't sweep those Asian lows? There is no real Asian lows, to be honest here. We don't get the huge distribution that the others do get. We sweep the previous day high here, and then we come back down at 5 AM and we sweep those lows just by a little bit, but we sweep those lows. We go on to the 15-minute and I'll show you that a bit better. I'll show you this after on the 15. Let's go on the 15. Something I want to point out is this London distribution and then accumulation, manipulation, distribution thing in New York session that I noticed. Right, so let me mark out today. This is the London session, alright? London kill zone, 2 AM to 5 AM. And then in a different colour, let me mark out New York session, 7 AM to 2 PM. This isn't New York kill zone, this is just something that I noticed, right? If we take the previous day range, so Thursday, what's the high of Thursday? Here's the high of Thursday. And where's the low of Thursday? This? Yeah. This is the previous day range. This is Thursday's range. From the high to the low. Oh no, sorry, I messed up. Let's take Friday's range. Friday's high to Friday's low. Look what price does at 2 AM. 2:15 AM to be exact. Comes up, sweeps those Asian highs, and wicks off the 0.705 level of the previous day range. Let's just mark this out. It is 1.06315. Just bear with me, this is about 1.06. I'm just going to write in previous day range 0.7. This looks like nothing, but you'll see it in a minute. Right, that's the previous day range 0.705. 2:15 AM it does that. Comes up, wicks off that, sweeps these highs, and then distributes, right? Distributes down like that. Okay? And this is the order block for that distribution. Let's just mark that in. Okay, this is the order block before that distribution. Okay. Now let's see how we distribute London session. Then between London, kill zone, and New York, we accumulate in here. We don't reach that order block. We engineer some buy side liquidity in the middle. Like so. And then let's take the London range. So this is the high of London, 2:15, to the low of London, 4:15. New York session happens. We accumulate in between then. Come up to the, what's the 0.705 level? It's 106.254. What's this high? It's 106.256. So it's 2 pipettes over. Alright, let's mark this in. 106.254. And then let's just write, I'll just write London range, LR 0.705. That's all I'm going to write. I know what it means. Let's just put that text in green. Looks like nothing at the moment, but you'll see in a second. So in London, 215, come up, sweep those Asian highs, hit the 0.705 level of the previous day range, distribute, and then accumulate in between London and New York. And then during New York, we come up, we sweep that engineered buy side liquidity and tap the 0.705 level, the optimal trade entry of the London range, and then into that order block that created the distribution in London session. And then we distribute the sell side straight after that. Now, let's look at Thursday, the day right before this. Let's look what happened on Friday. So just say we're trading Friday. Let's get Thursday's range. Thursday's high, 430 to Thursday's low, 12. Right. What's the optimal trade entry? 0.618. 106.405. We'll just write in previous day range 0.618. And then let's put the sessions in again. 2 AM to 5 AM, and then 7 AM to 2 PM. Right. So what do we do in the London session? At 2:15 we come up and we wick off that 0.618 level of the previous day's range. Right? We got that at the exact same time, 2:15. We accumulate a bit in here and then we distribute in London session. Okay? So let's take this London session range. London high, the London low. Mark out the 0.7.05 level. It's 106.346. Let's just mark it. London range 0.705. Look how we distribute in London. And also, what's the order block? So London session, 2:15, come up and wick off optimal trade entry of the previous day range. We distribute in London session with the order block in here. Then we accumulate between London session and New York session. New York session opens. We come up to sweep that buy side liquidity that was engineered between London and New York. Right? We come into the 0.705 level of London's range and the order block before distribution in London. We wick off both of them. We fill that order block and wick off it, and we're also wicking off consequent encroachment of that order block. Fail to close above 0.705, and then we distribute until 2 PM, where the lowest is at 1:15, and then we start to reverse. You can see how they're the exact same. Right. That was very long-winded, but so note how at 5:45 here we failed to sweep this low. So we have this SMT with, so let's look at these times, 2:15 and 5:45. 2:15 and 5:45. 2:15, 5:45. So GU was a bit heavier because it didn't distribute as much as Euro did in London session. Alright. So So then when we come to New York session, GU doesn't need to come down here because it's already swept this low. It doesn't need to come down there. But Euro, it does have to, because it hasn't swept any lows yet, right? That's not an S&T, but I would have lost my trade due to spread, right? I think dollar swept it. That was what it was. Yeah. Sorry, it was dollar that swept it. We get rid of this. Fresh out. Right. 215. 545. Yeah. So dollar doesn't have the strength to come up and sweep this. GU does sweep that. And then GU doesn't need to sweep this low then, because it's already swept the low. But dollar does come up and sweep that. That's why GU gives an optimal trade entry. Right at the perfect time. We get this accumulation. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. You see that? And we're given an optimal trade entry. Right here. At 9:30. Oops. Target. Take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, and then take profit 4 will be up here for a 9.2 to 1. Right, that's it.